say you're covering a cancelled show now. Great idea. I thought you were the genius in this group.
Well, there have been talks about possibly reviving Artemis XLR. Maybe this video will prove that there's still some interest in the show.
That idea's so stupid I'd almost think Kavanaugh came up with it. Okay, so now you're doing a tribute to a cancelled show, and then you're doing a video about a sandwich. Really reaching for the stars here, Anderson.
Alright, Artemis, that is it! This is for knocking my video, knocking Artemis XLR, and your piss poor attitude!
Nice, Isaac. I had no idea you had it in you.
I didn't know I had it in me either. I'm not gonna lie, it felt kinda cool. I can see why you two fight all the time. Well, I can't imagine he's gonna be very happy when he wakes up.
Not bad, Anderson. Unfortunately for you, you've written a check you can't cash. So what do you say? You and Kavanaugh versus me and Richter.
Sounds good to me, Artemis. I accept your challenge.
I'm game. Alright, Isaac, let's go ahead and show these chumps how we do things around here. I say tonight's challenge should be desserts. We've never done one of those competitions before.
I agree, Jay. Let's put these jerks in their place once and for all. For our entry tonight, we are going to make key mango pie.
Alright, so for your key mango pie, you're going to need 14 ounces of condensed milk, 3 egg yolks. And I do mean yolks. It's okay if a little egg white gets in there, but no, separate the eggs. Right here I have 1/4 of a cup of pureed mangoes. If you don't know how to do this, just chop up a mango and put it in a food processor or a blender. Then I have 1/4 of a cup of key lime juice. First things first, go ahead and add your condensed milk. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. Start at a slower speed. We'll go ahead and add in the key lime juice. Our 3 egg yolks. Go ahead and try to get out as much of that condensed milk as you possibly can. Now, let's go ahead and put the pureed mango in there. This will give it natural coloring. And this will also put in that mango flavor that we're trying to get. And once this is all incorporated, you are going to put this in a graham cracker crust pan. And you're going to bake it at 350 degrees for 20 to 25 minutes. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add this into the pie tin. If you were wondering what those little droplets were at the beginning of the pan, that was just mixture. I took the paddle and just held it in the pie tin as I walked it to the sink. So just a little tip for you if you're trying not to make a mess as you work. Anyway, so now that this is in our graham cracker crust, we are going to go ahead and bake this off. So one thing we're going to do with the garnish while that pie is going, we're going to make a simple syrup with mango, and this is to make it look a little nicer. And then I'm going to plate up the pie. Alright, so for this, for the simple syrup, the basic recipe is 1 cup water, 1 cup sugar. So, we're not going to need all of that, so I did half a cup of sugar, half a cup of water. And what you're going to do is you're going to bring this to a boil, and that's going to make it the syrupy consistency. What I did was I started off with about 1.5 tablespoons of pureed mango. Make sure you puree your mango all the way. And I gradually added sugar because mango and other fruits have natural sugars in it, so I wanted to make sure that wasn't going to make it thick. I mean, of course, even if it did make it thick, it's not that big a deal because you just add more water to it if it's too thick. Gonna add some more mango. So I've added about maybe 1/3 of a cup of mango to this. Alright, so I'm just gonna let this boil. Alright, so the syrup is about ready. It's got this kind of consistency to it. And obviously it'll thin out as it cools. So there you go. So don't think that, you know, just because it doesn't get thick right away that you didn't do it right. It just needs to reduce and, you know. Oh! And when it comes time to clean it, if it got too cold and it hardened up, do not worry, your pan is not ruined. Just heat up the pan again, and then wash the pot with some hot soapy water. Alright then, let's go ahead and move on to the decorating process. Alright, let's move on to the decorating process. Zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is put a little bit of our simple syrup down. Now a squeeze bottle would be better, it gives you a little more control, but that's okay. Just gonna work with what we got. Just do your best to make it look neat. And do your best to get it out of the pan. Angles always look best. You can either do whipped cream top, or you can do it on the side. We're going to do it on the top because our graham cracker crust tore a little bit. Just make some nice little rosettes. And there you have it. Ready, Richter?
Ready as always. Ladies, simmer down. I know I took the wig off, but seriously, it's not that much of a big deal. I'll sign all of your autographs later. Both of them.
Leave the perviness to Kabanov.
Hey, he fails, I succeed. Remember that.
Point made. And he's gonna fail tonight.
Indeed he is, along with that nerd boy.
Let's do this. So, tonight we are going to be making Oreo cheesecake.
Let's get started.
For your Oreo cheesecake, first get a pie tin. It should be pretty easy to find. And now you will need to beat your cream cheese.
Beat the cream cheese.
Save your immaturity for after the match.
What are you talking about immaturity? That's on the other team.
Point made.
Yes, medium rare. Ish.
You're going to beat this on a medium-high heat until smooth.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yes. Now, slowly pour this in until it is well combined. Sometimes it helps to give it little breaks in between.
So to speak. So far it looks so good.
So far, so good indeed.
A little bit more. Try to get it in there. Yeah, there we go. Succession.
Now add your salt. Vanilla.
Try not to spill anything.
Sour cream.
There we go.
One egg.
Yes, I'll leave the eggs to you. You seem to have a steadier hands.
And to get an egg yolk, if you have nothing to separate it, just hold out your hands, leaving a little space in between your fingers, and just let the egg whites flow on through.
Terrific.
Alrighty, so you guys can get a closer look. Here's how our mix looks so far. You know what we need to do next, right? We need to mash some Oreos.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Question, did any of those cookies actually make it into the bowl?
Not quite sure. Luckily this orange soda can didn't either.
So, now that the chopped Oreos have actually made it into the bowl, we will go ahead and stir these in. Don't eat them, just put them in. Alright, go ahead and spread this into the pan. You are going to want your oven preheated to 325 degrees, and you are going to bake this for 40 minutes.
You know, it's nice to know that we are well prepared for stuff like this.
Of course.
Eating it right now is so tempting, but I know you would just slap me if I did.
Maybe a couple roundhouse kicks.
You're not Chuck Norris.
I'm better.
That is true.
Our cheesecake is complete. It took about 40 minutes. And for those of you who may not know how to check it, let me pass down a little bit of knowledge to you. If you push down on it lightly and nothing comes up, you are ready to eat.
Maybe you should pass that knowledge down to Kavanaugh and Anderson.
Maybe, but they'll watch this and they'll learn it.
And here you have Oreo cheesecake
This is Artemis Roth
and Richter Skybelt.
saying, good luck, peons. Looks like landing a few of your soft punches on me was all you had going for you, Anderson.
Wait a minute. A couple of punches? You mean you actually let that geek punch you?
I figured why not. But you know, I've had tetanus shots worse than his punches.
So, in short, no effect.
No effect.
Well, gotta give a man credit for trying.
Mm-hmm. And he actually managed to hit me.
Well, that makes two of us. Because the kid punched me once.
Really?
Yeah, a little softy, but whatever. He's not here to enjoy the shame of defeat, just like these two.
Very true.
Yes.
I lost? We lost?
How could I lose?
Whatever.
How could we lose? My formula.
Let's just end this training session here, shall we?
Indeed. Want me to shut him up?
Please.
As you wish. Alright, you two, shut your mouths, that's enough bickering. I said knock it off, damn it! Stop it!
Knock, knock.
Well, good, now that you're back on your feet and you're, that I've shut you up. Let me ask you a few questions. How does it feel to lose this tag team cooking battle alongside a nerd boy that apparently you found as a rival as a little child? Wee little, I must add. And your team lost the Super Bowl when you so eloquently claimed to win the Super Bowl. How does that make you feel, Kavanaugh, knowing that you've lost everything now?